one in the section. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And today, what I would like is for all you young cats or you brothers and sisters in here with young kids, need you to pay attention. I need you to pay attention because it's very, very important, this conversation we're about to have. There's nothing to joke about because I don't find this funny. Let me do this roll call real quick. Eric H. in the building. G. McCall, Pablo Escobar, Thrill Hill, Rod Neal, Black Alpha, Charles Jameson, Eric Jordan in the building. Salute. Steve Elder, Mac, Bert, No Smoke in the building. Brandon Shamar, Jerome Truitt, Derek Gaines in the building. What up? Mel Lane, 88 Sports Talk, Crush the Legend, Robert Singleton, Todd Swindle, Coach Amber in the building. Salute. Ryan Wright, Hells Bells, UK in the building. Almighty Law, Mr. Shelton, Mind of Mansa Musa, Ronald H. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. My brother Kofa is in the mother effing building. What's good, brother? Yeah. Now look. I think we're a little beyond the brothers UK. Salute. Always got to stop the show to say what's up to my brother. He's like my second or third sub ever. Always supporting. Good to see you. Main Biker. What's going on? I think we're a little past an intervention at this point. I think Tank. The fuck I think. I know that Tank is just going through life like this is normal. Louis Hinton, what's going on? And as a black man, and he's from Baltimore, and it's not, you know, everyone talk about New York. Let me tell you something. There's cities in the United States that completely overshadow what people thought New York was. New York had a weird reputation in the 80s and 70s, you know, the old New York. The trains were all graffitied up. There was a homeless problem. There were gangs in the street. New York had that reputation. I was born in 75. I remember the old New York. I remember the old South Bronx, half of it being burnt out. It don't look like that anymore out here. It's rebounded. It's a city. It's dangerous, but it's not as dangerous. The South Bronx is gentrified, man. You won't recognize it. If you've never been here, and I say we're going to the South Bronx, and I drive you some neighborhoods, you'd be like, wait a minute, what? What are y'all talking about? This was the South Bronx? No. I got to show you old pictures of what the old South Bronx used to look like. Now, they're calling it Sobro. They got skyscrapers being built over there. My boys own the Hip Hop Bistro down there. There's prime real estate being built down there. There's white folks moving down there, man. Those skyscraper buildings, they have a view of the Manhattan skyline right by the FDR, right by the 3rd Avenue Bridge going into Harlem. Let me tell you something. If I had bread, I'd move right up in it. Those apartments are beautiful. built-in rooftop lounges. Woo! But my point is, that on the other side of the Major Deegan, the projects is right there. Patterson is right there. And up the block is the 40th precinct. It's not the same. It's not the same. Rick Blackwell, salute, Shogun. My point is, Tank comes from a crappy part of Baltimore. Nitty G, what's going on? Tay-Tay, future ex-wife, salute. And yeah, man, biker, y'all don't know, around the Barclays, let me tell you something. That area over there, when I read that they were putting up a sports arena down there, when I read about it years ago, I said, how? Where? What? Here? Where? How? They can't do that. I'll be damned. Do y'all know where the Barclays is? All you gotta do is walk up the block and make a right turn, and they will rob you out of your socks. The projects is, come on, man. Philip D, what up? Gentrification is a mofo. I'm telling you. If y'all just came to the Barclays for the first time, if that was your first time in Brooklyn around that area, I promise you, in the 90s, it was not like that. It was a fucking war zone. My point of bringing that up is this. Tank, Brian Corbett, salute. I never liked these athletes of any sport. I never liked when the media tells their story that they cut. I'm putting focus on black athletes now. I never liked when they shared the story about these athletes that they always come from these weird ass war zone neighborhoods, drug infested prostitutes, and he grew up hard and without a dad. Or I never ever liked that story. The sensei's in the building. Gold, what's going on? Slim, what up? Albert Doherty. I never liked that story. It's old and I hate it. It never sat well with me. All right. But when they're talking about a white athlete, what? He's from a farm somewhere. His father was a blue-collar worker. Mother was a homemaker. They were broke, but they made it work. Good old American know-how, right? Usually that's what you hear. Healer, what up? Andrew Gray, salute. I'm tired of these Negroes talking about where they grew up at and how it was hard and daddy wasn't there or mommy was on drugs and I grew up in the street and I can run with a football though. I can hit a baseball. I can kick a soccer ball. I can punch people in the face. It's old. It's old now, man. It's old. When are we going to get the athlete that says, hey, man, I came up in a two-parent household and I have siblings and, you know, I just like basketball and I could dunk a basketball and here I am. Second year in the league, I'm an all-star and life is good. It's old now, man. Jeff Sparks, salute. What's happening with Tank? Is that this kid clearly thinks that how he's existing is normal. Yeah, man, biker. You notice they don't say shit about, man. Tyson Fury celebrated, man. They don't talk about the bad with him. He grew up just fine. And look at all the bad he's done. Exactly, Stormy. That's Errol Spence. Now, what they do is They highlight choices. Like, for instance, I was talking about Bud. Buzzword. I said Bud's name. Now watch this. I was talking about Bud and Errol, and somebody jumped in the chat and said, well, Bud got shot in the head. I said, wow, I don't know that. I ain't know that. Listen. He brought up that tragic moment as a means to even out when I said, look, Errol could have died in that car wreck. We all saw it. It was ridiculous. He was ejected from the damn car, and all he did was knock his teeth out. Didn't break a bone in his body. And someone jumped in here and said, what about Bud getting shot in the head? I didn't know that. The type of time I'm on, if there's a way to shield that from the public, I would. That's kind of embarrassing. Why the hell did Bud get shot in the head? What was you doing? PJ's Big Dog, salute. Let me put things more into perspective. So you can know what I'm talking about. I didn't bring up Errol getting ejected from a car. King Vonnie, Edgar, what up? As a means to celebrate, other than him celebrating his life because he could have lost it. Yeah, so Bud got shot in the head at a fucking dice game. Let that marinate for a second. We could have not had Bud because he chose to go to a dice game that turned nearly fatal. We could have not had Errol because he chose to drink and drive. I'm not bringing that up to celebrate anything. I'm bringing it up to say, God damn, thank God. Because at the end of the day, if Errol was paralyzed in that car wreck, or if his career was over, or he died, we'd be sitting here talking about, yo, man, happy born day to Errol, man. We lost a good one. We don't know how good he could have been. If Bud gets blicked off at that dice game, we even know who Bud is. Dill Spoolie, what up? Smoke and Talk, salute. Mojave Nation Sports Podcast, salute. Speaking of dice games, I just saw a picture. When Takeoff was murdered, who was at that dice game before it happened? Wasn't Shakur in the picture? Jerry, what up? Yeah, thank you, Jerry. See? Wasn't Shakur? I clearly saw him standing there. What are you doing rolling dice? And you $1 million athlete. What are you doing? Now, of course, he wasn't there, like involved, like directly with that, because if he was, that would have came out. But the fact that he was around that situation, my dad taught me better than that. The amount of trouble I could have gotten into growing up, oh my God. You know what stopped me? When a couple of my high-speed friends would get an idea. Yo, I got an idea. What? Let's go over here and do that and do that. And a group of my friends were like, yo, let's go do that. And the other part of our friends were like, that sounds very illegal. That sounds very dangerous. You know what? Y'all go ahead. Peer pressure never affected me. You know why? My parents always said, before you do something stupid, Ratchet, what up? Before you do something stupid, think about what we're going to do to you when you get home, if you come home. Because if you do something stupid, you could lose your life in the street. But death is the least of your worries. When you bring your ass back home here, and you make us look bad after all the work we put in raising you, oh, I was more scared of what happens if I come home. Get caught and then come home. Mo G, what up? When I was coming up, getting sent to military school, that was like, oh God, your parents you really must have messed up then. You need discipline beyond your parents. I come from the era of the original Scared Straight. The original one. I listened to my parents. That's why I don't have a criminal record. Well, I also had good common sense too. And let me not, but they instilled that in me. I don't like these athletes using, I'm a product of my environment. And yeah, okay. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Subscribe to Smoke and Talk. That's the fam right there. Y'all make sure y'all hit that icon and go subscribe. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's old. All right. Shaq done put it out of reach for us. I'm saying us, I'm talking about black men. He put it out of reach. Phil's my father. Phil, we know your dad's name Phil, the military guy who, oh my God. I'm gonna do a show about Shaq. His real daddy didn't want him. He told you in the song. This military man, Phil, came in, married his mama, and raised Shaq. Freaking Flyer, what up? He told us in the 90s, remember? Took me from a boy to a man because Phil's my father, because my biological didn't bother. Remember that? Okay, all right, Shaq. Dope. That man came in and raised you. And they say black men ain't shit, right? Where was Oprah when Phil was raising Shaq? I'll wait. What? Oh yeah, Eric Jordan. Yeah, that's another conversation though, brother. Yeah. I'm saying that Jelly Bean, what up? I'm saying Phil came in and raised Shaq. And we wouldn't even know about it unless Shaq said something. And when he said something, Ketty Peeps, what up? Nobody gave Phil enough roses. When that song came out, there were women still running around saying that men ain't shit. That's another conversation for Pep Talk, though. Jay, what up? But salute to Phil, Sergeant Phil Harrison. Thank you, Mojave. Salute to Phil. He helped raise one of the greatest NBA centers of all time. Now, all that other shit that Shaq, okay, I get it. Ricky Williams in the building, salute. But my point with the overall conversation, the black athlete, you already have a target on your back when you're born and you're a male and you're black. We got to dodge so much bullets, whether it be real bullets, Clarence, what up, or the bullets of life, white supremacy, which consists of the educational system, law enforcement, the military. This might hurt a little bit, but black women. They have weaponized black women. Not all of you. 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 But they have weaponized black women against us. Anthony, what up? So we got to come out the womb with Sweet Pea Whitaker style defense. The whole time we have a goal to meet. And I understand that. But with that being said, you see why fathers are important? Sparky Pete, what up? You see why fathers are important? Black fathers are important. Do you see why we don't need to enable poor behavior? So to bring it back to Tank, if you feel that what your behavior is normal, get it cool, young man. I don't know what kind of mentorship he has that this keeps happening. Now, this last situation, the reason why I didn't speak on it is because I wanted to hear more facts. And from what I understand, to put it, the long story short, because I listened to Blue's video and I listened to Tay Jones' video. It sounds like the judge got it out for him. That's not. Look, I've known people to go through the system, and Joe Townsend in the building. I've known people to go through the system, and they literally said, I've heard lawyers say, look, that judge just simply don't like you. He or she normally doesn't act like this. I don't know what it is with you and what you did, and I've literally heard lawyers tell clients, look, get the waterworks going, cry, show some remorse, because this judge right here is about to fuck you up. You can get probation, but she's looking to give you 1 to 3 because you're just standing there like this. She don't like your attitude. He don't like your attitude. DB Martha track, salute. Rather probation than, getting locked up for 1 to 3. They're looking for a reason. Otis, what up? Timothy, what up? I've seen that. I've seen that a bunch of times. And one of the things that was said was the judge kept, Xavier, what up? The judge kept saying, you're not remorseful. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. See? You see? When you hear a judge mention that you're not even showing any remorse, now whether Tank is remorseful or not, because a judge, they can hit you within the guidelines of the law. They could also throw some salt and pepper on it just for good measure. You do something, it's like either we can give them community service or the law states I can give them 3 years for this. Now, if you in the fucking courtroom just smiling like, whatever, they're watching you. Like, okay. They think they're about to get 12 months probation and picking up garbage off the side of a highway. Watch this. Felix, what up? Watch this. I'm sentencing you to 1 to 3. What? Yeah, shit got real now. Oh, you thought you wasn't right here, but in the guidelines it says I can give you 3 years for this. I'm gonna hit you with it. Because whole time I was watching you, I didn't like your attitude. You smiling and shrugging your shoulders. Watch this. Judges can do that. Hard hostage moaning. Oh yeah, breaking news. Real quick, breaking news. Breaking news. Liam Byrne arrested in Spain from the Kinahan cartel. Oh, we didn't forget. WBC champion Tyson Fury can't fight in America. He's on the no-fly list, along with about another 600 to 1,000 other fighters. Can't come here. ESPN, you're welcome. Anyway, back to this. The victim is a pregnant woman, and the judge is a woman, and she showed no remorse. He showed no remorse. Hell yeah, she out to get him. Yep. Once they start talking about no remorse and stuff, they're watching your attitude. Tank should have been in there with his head down, shaking his head like this the whole time. When that woman took the stand, he should have looked at her and he should have cried. If he took the stand, if he did, he should have been, I didn't mean it. I really didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. And look, and turn into a little boy, because he looked like a little boy. Tank, listen, man. I know Tank grown and he a father. He look like he 12, man. He look like he 12. And every time, ES, good morning. Every time the judge asked him a question or the lawyer, when he was getting cross-examined, he should have been looking like, I'm sorry. Listen, I don't know, man. I was thinking about, a fight or whatever, and I'm sorry. I really didn't mean this. And, I didn't mean this. I didn't know all this was going to happen. I'm so sorry. I put her kids through school. I'm so sorry. And maybe the people would have been like, oh, well, bless his soul. He's so stupid anyway. He can't form a proper sentence. Sure will in the building. Josh, what's going on? Mercy of the court. But he want to crash into bitches and then lead a scene? What the fuck are you doing, man? What are you doing? Now, I went to ESPN, and of course, Mike Cappinger puts up his entire arrest history. February 19th, an arrest warrant was issued for Davis in connection with an alleged altercation in a mall in McLean, Virginia that took place February 17th in Fairfax County. That was 2019. 2020, Davis was arrested with simple battery, domestic violence in Coral Gables, Florida, following an incident with the mother of his daughter on the campus of University of Miami. I think that's the basketball game. Yeah. That was in February 2020. November 5th, 2020, Davis was accused of fleeing the scene. Listen to this. Fleeing the scene involved 4 people, including a pregnant woman. This is the one. This is the one right here. They got the names in here. I don't need to read them. Facing 14 charges. Davis facing 14 charges, including failure to immediately return and remain at the scene of the accident involving bodily injury. Can I ask you something? He was traveling in a 2020 Lamborghini. They put in the car he was driving early in the morning hours when he ran a light and struck a 2004 Toyota Solara. So the Lamborghini hit the Solara, and jackpot, everybody in that vehicle's getting paid. Now, let me stop right there for a second. He left the goddamn scene and didn't come back. Yo, what the? Joe, that's true. Cadillac Red in the building. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother Cadillac Red. Supreme Peace Boxing. That's true. Said Tank was laughing, smirking, smiling, and got mad when the judge gave him house arrest. So yeah, the judge is out to get him. Yo, you can't be showing these judges up. And this ain't the block, man. Why are you in the court smirking and shit? You already shining. You got gold in your teeth. These judges already think, oh, he's a young black nigga. He got more money than me. And I've been on this bench for God knows how long. I'm still paying back student loans. I'm not a millionaire. And this kid, this is what God does with people. I need you guys to understand this. Chris says, I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Joe said it is true. I don't know. But what I'm saying is this. I'm going to act as if it's true. When you're an athlete, this is the teeter-totter that God has. Okay? I'm not saying all, but a lot of these athletes are social idiots. Evidence of that is like a nigga like Sean Kemp, all that talent and height in the world, he couldn't control his penis. A lot of athletes are like that. They're socially idiots, and a lot of them act as if they don't have no upbringing. Look at Tank Davis and look at a guy like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan could have came out the draft way before he did. You know why he didn't do it? Because he wanted to stay and get his degree. I said, man, I like this guy. Pause. Tony, what up? How many times did Tim Duncan make the goddamn news? How many times did Larry Bird make the goddamn news? The only time Bill Lane Beer made the news when he was getting into fights on the goddamn court. Off the court? No. Look at this, Donald, what up? Look at this fool, Morant. What's his name? Moron? I call him Moron. Best player in the league at this point. He's about to flush it down the damn toilet because he's in love with the streets and this bullshit nigga activity. It's nigga activity. Cedric, what up? When I use the term nigga nonsense, this is what I'm talking about. Why would he get into a car accident that leaves all those people hurt and you left your fucking Lamborghini? Wow. So reading this shit, now he's in front of a judge, and according to what our brother Joseph Townsend said, he's in the court smirking and laughing and shit. Of course that judge got it out for him. He still had house arrest, right? Still had house arrest. But then she finds out that he's living in a luxury. And that bothered her. Now, that's the personal shot. Did they specify where he was supposed to be staying? No. So that's why he was doing it. Oh, what I meant was you're supposed to be living in a one-bedroom apartment suffering. She said, what? He's living where? He can't do that. That's a violation. He gonna finish the rest of his time behind bars. She was looking to get him. Now, is that wrong? I think so. Do y'all hear me talking? Is that wrong? For when she found out he was on the house arrest but he's a millionaire. He's living in a life of luxury. And when she found out, she says, no, there's something, that's a violation. He can't be here like that. He's supposed to be living in a box. Now we're getting somewhere. Jerry said she did specify that he was supposed to be at Calvin Ford's home. Sidebar. Calvin Ford's home was not good enough for him? It's just a question. I don't know where the brother lives. I don't know how big his property is. I don't know. But curious. Tank's parents are still alive? His mom and dad? Does anybody know? I'm just curious because I'm about to ask a question. Because oh, thanks, 88. Let me see if I get to it. Big Cup of Joe, salute. Ty Swindle. Yeah, house arrest, you gotta be a specific address, and it has to be approved by the court. Shade Girl, what up? What the fuck? What? Wait a minute. Well, okay, all right. That's a whole nother. I don't. Okay. Maybe one bedroom is all Calvin Ford needs. Maybe he's a frugal person. I don't know his. Maybe I don't know. Maybe his kids are grown. Or I don't know. Some people are very simple. I heard back in the day, Leonardo DiCaprio used to drive like a Toyota Corolla, and everyone was like, "Why is that guy all that money driving a Toyota?" He says, "The fuck, I'm not into cars. I like a fucking Toyota. Leave me alone." So maybe Calvin Ford's like, "Yo, look, I got money, but all I need is this one bedroom. I don't need no big shit. I can clean one bedroom." Maybe he's there because, you know, and maybe that's why the judge said, "You know what? That's where you fucking staying. One bedroom, that's where you staying. But my security, not my problem. I'm not here to accommodate you so you can have security around you. What you need security for? You staying in the house with him." So, stick up kid, salute. So, he violated it by, well, you know what? Let me just go to what 88 Sports Talk sent me. Because I know there was a phone call. All right, this is it, I guess. Make sure I turn this fucker up. It's the phone call, y'all.
Just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. The judge she locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To the home potential people. I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that I shouldn't. She wanted me to be in an apartment, a one-bed apartment. You know what I mean? And I couldn't, you know what I mean, take that. You know what I mean? She wanted me to stay in a one-bed apartment and have my kids and things like that. I just want to spread light on this situation because I feel as though she's taking advantage of me. Just want to say to
all right, so he bought a property and he went to stay in it. Lander 216, salute. Jamal, what up? I was boxing, salute. So he bought a property to stay on it for the length of his time. Here's the problem. His lawyers, he should have, Rob, what up? He should have consulted with his lawyers before he did anything. Everything that these athletes should do at this point, they should be through their lawyers. I'm about to do this. Is this a good idea? Yes or no? If he consulted with his lawyer and said, "Yo, look, I can't stay in this one bedroom. It's not enough room for my security. It's not enough room for when my kids come and visit me." We got a whole clusterfuck of things. Why don't he have custody of his kids? Men, let me talk to the men. Do you see the importance of marrying before you carry? The kid situation wouldn't even be a situation if you had a residence and you had a wife and you had full custody of the kids or whatever. Everyone lived at you. So your kids are that's not a problem because you'd be in the house with your family and your security could be outside somewhere. But you're such a grown adolescent. The judge don't trust you to be in a house by yourself. So you need to be under the supervision of another grown man like a fucking child. I don't see Devin Haney going through this.
Whoa! That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo.
Take that! I hope you young kids are paying attention because this is not normal. This is not normal. This is not normal. I know, Joe, you're right. Some of these niggas don't want custody of their kids. This is the new normal. I got a baby mama. I ain't got no wife. Where are we? What happened? I know what happened. 1965. Y'all ain't ready. That's pep talk. It's ridiculous. Almighty Law says stop seeding up shorties because they got a pretty face and a fat ass. Yeah, shorty got a pretty face and a fat ass, but you take her, you pump her, and you get her the fuck out of there. These niggas don't. Come on, man. You ain't take human biology. You know what I'm saying? The judge doesn't trust this kid to stay in his own house by himself. He needed to be under the supervision of another adult. The judge ain't crazy. The judge ain't crazy. Paul, what up? The judge ain't crazy. She knew you was gonna fuck up somewhere. Who told you to buy a property? That's a waste of money, by the way. And yeah, I know you can afford it, but Ace Status, what up? Who told you to do that? You were supposed to talk to your lawyer. Yo, look, I can't stay. It's a 1-bedroom. I got security. No. I bet you when his lawyer, the phone rang, Fox and MMA, what up? When the phone rang, I bet you. Yeah, what's going on? Why? Yeah, Tank's getting locked up. Why? What do you do? Yeah, he bought a property and then, he wasn't big enough for that. Why didn't he call me? Now he got to throwing papers in the air. Get Tank on the phone. What's going on, man? You bought a prop. When did you do that? Why didn't you talk to me? Maybe we could have talked to the judge, but you just can't do what you want to do, man. You think the judge ain't know he was going to do something stupid? She had the gavel in her hand like, yup, as soon as there it is, boom! Marcus Wall, salute. Ultimate Fight Club, salute. What made you think that was okay? Now, you've been in and out of the system a few times. You should know something. Have you learned anything? Now, the judge, you could say that look, you think she didn't act within the guidelines of the law? The agreement was he was supposed to stay in that 1-bedroom apartment under the supervision of another grown man, which drives me crazy. That part drives me crazy. Isaiah, what up? If I got into any trouble and the judge said you're under house arrest and you got to go stay with your father, I'm offended. I'm 47. What the fuck you mean I got to go stay? My dad got to watch me. What the fuck? What? She did it and it's legal. Was there malice behind her doing it? Yes. But guess what? When you commit a criminal act, you go to court so you can be punished. Injured 4 people in a car accident. You got to pay for that. Not only the car, but there's people that got neck and back injuries. The woman was pregnant. Now, for all we know, everybody was fine. But once they found out that it was a star athlete that did it, they were like, jackpot. But I don't want to think in that direction. Let's look at the facts. Ladies and gentlemen, if you note that your girlfriend, your wife, your female cousins, your nieces, or your mom, or whatever, was pregnant and got hit by any athlete, and then that nigga left the scene of the crime, it's not like he stayed, he left. You gotta know that that's wrong. And did he leave on foot? What the fuck? Yo, bro. Joe say, wait till the pregnant chick takes Tank to civil court. she might own promotions. When it's all done, she refused to settle. Yeah, of course she refused to settle. And they probably offer her a bag in the millions. And if they offering to settle, you know you can get more. I know of a situation. I don't know the direct parties involved, but I know of a situation where a lady was crossing the street and got hit by a Jaguar. She goes flying, hit a pole, had lacerations headed, and the Jaguar kept driving. Come to find out, everyone got the license plate. It was a plastic surgeon, and he was drunk. And that wasn't his first rodeo with DUIs. His license was suspended. I don't remember too much about it, but they reached out to that lady that he hit. They tried to settle with her several times in the millions, and she said no. And when she was done with that mofo, she cleaned him out and she cleaned up. She got like $5 million. They're trying to settle with 100,000, 200,000, 1 million. She was like, no, I can't walk. I was on my way to work. She was a nurse. I was on my way to work. And he totally took the light. Boom. I ain't make it to work. They let me go. Bills is piling up. I got kids to feed. No. My brother Southern T in the building. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother Southern T. Ate that man alive. Whatever insurance he had, they paid her. Some of us niggas, 6 figures, that's the most money you ever had. You know, that's the most money. Jerome, what up? That's the most money you ever seen. Oh, 200,000. Nope. Hold out. Don't do it. Do not do it. Yeah, Southern T, you might not see me because I'll be at work, but 3 of those likes will be mine. You know, I got 3 channels. I'm on it. You understand? So in Tank's situation, oh, no doubt, Art Houses, I appreciate you. Oh, by the way, I hit a landmark the other day. I didn't even realize it. I'm over 7,000 subs now. Yay. I appreciate y'all for real. I go to my studio one day. I said, huh? I see the fireworks. I'm like, oh shit. Oh. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for real, man. For real. And I'm excited about Pep Talk, man. I got a lot of ideas, man. We about to cook over there, boy. Thank you, Clarence, for real. Nah, T, stick with it, bro. That's why I told you, man, keep cooking, and it's gonna pop. I'm telling you. And I'm not like trying to pop my collar or nothing. I just got on here and I was just doing it, just doing it. And then I look up, I'm monetized. I look up, I'm at 3,000. I'm look up, I'm at 5. I'm like, huh? Oh, I think they like me. I guess, and I appreciate y'all. A1 Hoop Zone, salute. No doubt, Art Hostage, man. I mean, boxing sucks, but we're here to shine the spotlight on it and talk about things like Tank. And this is not a shit on Tank episode. It's not. We're pointing out the facts because now that he made that phone call, thank you, Bert Termarisa. I said, what up? Melvin, what up? There go my brother CB Sports TV in the building. Yeah, that's true, Art. We'll hate boxing until the bell rings. Brown on boxing, salute. You know, I don't know what kind of intervention Tank needs at this point. Who's telling him to sit the fuck down and shut up? Who's screaming at him? You know why I don't have a criminal record? Because I was raised off of the look. You know the look? Y'all know the look? Let me talk to my black people for a minute. You know the look? Here's the look. Y'all remember riding in the back seat of your car, of your parents' car, and you with your siblings or your cousins, ring dragging, what up? And y'all fighting and shit, and your pop's trying to drive, and he going back and forth with your mama because they lost. And you know, men, we don't need fucking directions, right? Men, we don't need directions. There was no GPS when I was coming up. You know what came out before GPS? Google Maps. Y'all remember when you needed to go somewhere and you had to print out Google Maps real quick? I'm trying to get somewhere. Okay, left here, right here, left here. And you take the paper and then you run out the house and shit. I go back before that. Dad's lost. Yeah, MapQuest. Dad's lost. And your mama chewing him out. I told you, make a right at Albuquerque, and you do not listen to me. And then you in the back seat fucking with your sister, fucking with your brother. And he pulled the whole car over. Turns right off. Whatever you're doing, y'all know what I'm talking about. That is that. Say one more thing. Sanford and Son, 5 across your lip. Tom, what up? Yep. I grew up with both my parents. Copper, what up? Yeah, you know you know what time it is. I've inherited that. I do the same shit with the kids now. I'm trying to concentrate and they fucking around in the back seat. I pull that fucker over and I'll be like, they stop. You know what's different with them though? I never had to raise my hands to them. Never. But me, I was hard-headed. I grew up on a steady diet of ass whoopings. It was a different time. It wasn't called abuse. It was called raising your children. I got my ass whooped so the police ain't have to do it in the street. You see? When my buddies chose to, when we got a little older, to do certain things that kind of got you in trouble, I said, oh, and then I was like, whoa, what happens if we get caught? Yeah, man, we can go to jail. No, fuck that. What my parents gonna say? I'm gonna sit right here. Let me sit right here. And that's what I did. Sat right there. You see, where's Tank's discipline? Who's talking to Tank's mother about his behavior? I heard Tank's dad is around. Why did they confine him to Calvin Ford's 1-bedroom apartment and not to his dad's house or mom's house? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah, True Maine, where is his father? That's what I'm asking. Where's his father? Why would you send him to his trainer's 1-bedroom fucking apartment? Where's his? Has anyone thrown a mic in front of his father's face? We all fucked up. Now, mind you, let me go back to Shaq's situation for a second. First of all, salute to Sergeant Philip Harrison, because he died. Salute to him. You did a wonderful job. You stepped in, and although you wasn't the biological father to that young man, you raised him with ethics. You instilled discipline in him. Playboy, my brother, Demon Kennedy, salute. Anthony Jones, salute. And you raised a man. All right. He wasn't strung out on drugs somewhere. He became a great NBA player. And I believe Shaq is top 50 all time, right? I think he's like top 20. So salute to Sergeant Phil. You did a wonderful job. And this is why fathers are needed. Now, listen. I need y'all to listen. Y'all thought I was just going to stick it to the men here? Uh-oh, here I go, y'all. Y'all ready? You know who also raised a great man? A single woman. The hell is her first name? Well, I forget. But ain't LeBron James' mother great? Ain't she great? Ain't she great? LeBron's never in the news. LeBron don't have a criminal record. LeBron, he seems like a great dad, man. A great dad. He's never in any trouble out off the court. I salute LeBron. Dead ass. The only thing, salute Playboy plays in the strong house. By the way, my super chats will be back, I think around the 14th or the 15th. I was just talking to Google last night. Yeah. Gloria James, okay. She did a great job. I know Playboy. It's with my my AdSense account. I'm merging my other channel. And it's gonna take 32 days for the system, so I'm halfway there. I was just talking to Google yesterday, so they said by the 14th, so it's cool. That's why it's not letting y'all super chat. Y'all can become members and stuff, but you know that's it'll be back. I ain't even concerned about it. But the only thing that Gloria is a cougar. And she was banging Delonte West when he was in Cleveland, when LeBron was still there. And it's so sad because Southpaw, what up? It's so sad because I just saw a video. I saw it before, but I saw it again this morning. Delonte has mental issues and he was in the streets. And damn. I saw a video where he was at a gas station and the kids was talking to him. And the mother told me, he used to play ball. Black Boxing King, salute. And the kids would say, yo, you on 2K? He said, yeah, I used to play with LeBron James. They looked him up right there. Yeah, Clarence, it's sad, man. And Delonte could ball out, too. He could ball out. But he had mental problems. And Buckham said, down here in Dallas, man, that's so sad, man. But he had mental issues, too. But he was with LeBron's moms, man. It was sad. Caesar T. Max, salute. Yo, Caesar, I don't know, bro. It's weird. The only thing I could think of, Gnarly Ray, salute. The only thing I could think of is Calvin Ford chose to live in a one-bedroom apartment. There are brothers like that. Like, yo, look, I'm making X amount of dollars, but I don't need no big-ass house. I'm going to stay right here in this apartment. I'm going to stack my chips. My kids are grown, or I ain't got no kids, and all I need is that bathroom, that bedroom, that dining room, that kitchen, and I'm fine. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know. And again, y'all, I'm not bashing Tank. This is a call for help. He has a bullseye right on his forehead. And right now, the legal system can't miss. Let me go back to this hit piece that Mike Capinger put out. September of 22nd of 2022, according to the Baltimore City State Attorney's Office, a Baltimore Circuit Court judge declined to approve a plea deal that would have avoided jail time for Davis for the hit and run. Okay, December 13th of 2022, he faced misdemeanor charges where he was accused of striking the baby mama. Y'all, that was fairly recently, where the bitch lied. All right. Then he was alleged in December 27th. He was arrested for striking a woman with a closed hand slap. Come on, bro. That woman with the audio, the 911 call. Y'all remember that? All right. Then December 28th, he was released. Court hearing. You know, the $1,000 bond. Now, if this professional fighter hit a woman with a closed fist or a slap, why was he released on $1,000 bond? December 30th, she retracted everything she said. Y'all remember that shit? I went crazy. February 16th of this year, Davis pleaded guilty to the traffic offenses. February 23rd, he was arraigned in Florida in connection with the misdemeanor domestic violence charge of battery causing bodily harm. All right. March 5th, he avoided jail time in a hit and run case in Baltimore, but according to the court records, he was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest. It was given 3 years probation. He was also given 200 hours of community service. 22nd, they dropped all charges of battery and domestic violence against Davis for the incident on 27th because the woman didn't wish to press charges. June 1st, while serving his house arrest, Davis was taken into custody following the court hearing and transported to Baltimore City Central Booking Intake Facility, and that's where we heard the phone call. Tank, how you're living is not normal. Who you're surrounding yourself with, and I'm not saying Calvin Ford, because of course Calvin Ford is a man of certain age. He just wants you in the gym. He wants you disciplined. But if I was to say something to Calvin Ford, it'd be this. Tank is an amazing fighter. He's an amazing fighter. He's a talent. But if the boy, if he cannot keep his nose clean, and I'm not talking about drug use, and I say keep your nose clean, stop sniffing around in these streets and misbehaving. If you can't do that, then he's destined for failure. Johnny Q, what up? And you need to start thinking about how he's representing your name, Mr. Ford. If the man don't want to listen, no matter what you're instilling into him, Senior X salutes you in that Cash App the other day. Senior X, heavy in that Cash App, salute to you. Thank you so much, brothers. Aaron Brooks, my brother, salute to you. Yeah, Rob, I believe that, man. AB was an example. Every time we turned around, it felt like he was in the news. So when he gets on that phone call, he says, yo, this judge is crazy. No, she not. You're crazy, nigga. Before you fucking did any of that, why don't you call your fucking lawyer and say, can I do that? Did Calvin Ford know That place where he was serving his house arrest, was Calvin Ford there with him? Did Calvin Ford say, yo, look, man, you supposed to be here? Hold on. Before you did all that, did you call your lawyer and ask, can you do that? How about call your lawyer and ask and explain why? Word up, Aaron, salute. I saw you doing those snatch cleans, boy. Yes, sir. Dad body, stand up. We are redefining what dad bods look like. Hell yeah. Lamont, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I don't think the issue is Calvin Ford being in a 1-bedroom. Because for all we know, he's a millionaire. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is why did the judge feel living with Calvin Ford was an exceptional form of discipline for him? That is ridiculous, to confine another grown man under the eye of another grown man because you are incapable of taking care of yourself. The judge basically called you a fucking baby. Basically said you are incapable of functioning on your own. That is embarrassing. Why you gotta stay on your, why can't you stay by yourself? Oh, well, the judge feels I need to be watched. She sent you to Calvin's fucking house. All right. Let's say Calvin had a 3-bedroom apartment. And guess what? He said there was no room for my security and no room for my kids to visit. That's not the judge's problem. Had your ass been married in your own place with a wife, that wouldn't be a problem because she'd have just sent you home. The level of dysfunction is normalized. Do y'all see why this baby mama and baby daddy shit was never normal to me? It's never been normal. I don't subscribe to that. You see why it's important now? You see? I hope y'all get it. These athletes need to stay out of their own fucking way. Stay out of your own way. Once upon a time, I couldn't cut on the damn news. Without John Jones getting into some nonsense. It felt like every other month he was doing something. I'm like, yo, he had a car accident and left the damn scene. Then I heard something about drugs being in the car. I said, come on, dogs. Then he's popping dirty. I'm like, this kid is so talented, but it's the out of the ring shit that's gonna take him down. It's like, what are you doing? Can you please stop? Who's raising these kids? The Mike Vick situation. I said, yo, okay, come on, it's dogs. But I knew they were gonna blow that out of proportion. I knew it. I said, man, it's dogs. I don't care. He fucked up. All right, fine. You want to get deep with it? Okay. This world glorifies animal fighting any fucking way. Drew, what are you talking about? Y'all fantasize about it. Y'all don't even know it, do you? What are you talking about? It's called Pokemon, you idiots.
Whoa!
What? You fucking heard me. When I first saw Pokemon, like goddamn 20 years ago, more than that. I said, wait a minute. These kids are walking around catching animals, putting them in a little ball, and they're running into random people and throwing the goddamn spears out, and the animals gets to fighting for the benefit of the owners. Wait a minute. This is cockfighting. This is dog fighting made to look pretty. Didn't we have a bunch of fucking grown-ass adults on an app on a phone catching these things? You see some white dude walking in the bad part of Harlem at 3 a.m, like, what the fuck is he doing out here? Don't you know we about to get the dumping on people? And he's like, hell, yeah, there's a Pokemon here. It was on the news up here. There was a rare Pokemon. That motherfucker was on goddamn Lenox Avenue in like 113th Street. No cracker better not be caught walking around. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It was a mountain of people. It was like, what are you doing? That app's gonna get people killed. Why would you put a rare Pokemon in Harlem? The bad part, because it's gentrified over there too. Look at T, he said, I'm guilty. God damn. Why would you do that? Grown folk walking around chasing. Now look, I play video games, but I ain't going that far. You outside with your phone like, yo, what you doing over here? Yeah, there's a chubby fud pucker right up the block. Gotta catch him. The fuck is a chubby fud pucker? I don't know. I just made it up. Simp dickless, I choose you, looking ass. What the fuck are y'all doing? Goodness. Mojave, I've been saying that shit for years. Where are the animal activists protesting Pokemon? That was animal cruelty. Why? There was an animal named Jigglypuff. And the nigga had a mic and be sick. Yo, that was like, that shit was weird. To enjoy that show, you needed to, as an adult, you needed to smoke an excessive amount of marijuana laced with embalming fluid. Oh, God. Well, chill, dude. Every time I turned that fucker on, I saw something that was just extremely weird. But anyway, back to Mike Vick. They got his ass, and he was never the same after he went through all of that. But there was a white NFL player that damn near beat his black girlfriend to death. Did that make the goddamn news like it should have? There was a rapist in Pittsburgh. All right? Jim Larrix, when he played for the former catcher for the Yankees, I used to see him on a 4 train. He wore a cowboy hat on the way, because the 4 train stops right by Yankee Stadium. It's the stop, 161st Street, Yankee Stadium. Dave, what up? JC, what's going on? Wheeler, right? Yeah, thank you. Jim Larrix used to take the 4 train to practice. You see him, he'd be on the 4 train with his cowboy hat. Like, yeah. I was looking, I said, oh shit, that's Jim Larrix. He get right off at Yankee Stadium. Or the white people be like, yo, that's Jim Larrix. Yeah. You know what Jim Larrix did? You know what? Look it up. He ran over, I think it was a Mexican mother and a daughter. And he was drunk when he did it, I believe. Did that make the news? It did, but barely. So do I have to explain how we get treated different? We're under a microscope, a magnifying glass, with the sun burning it. Tank, I need you to listen to me. Please stay out of your own way. moving forward, I need you to be an outstanding citizen. You fit the mold. You're young, you're flashy, you got diamonds all in your neck and your teeth and your ears and shit. You're tatted from your goddamn ankles all the way up to the bottom of your jaw. So already the public does not like you. That judge paid for her law degree. She paid dues. John Morant, thank you, him. Paid dues. When I say paid dues, I'm talking about up all night, cramming for tests, taking the bar exam, whatever they do. Tay Jones in the building. Paid dues for that. Willie Lowe in the building. Yesterday was Willie's born day, y'all. Just to let y'all know. This man paid, these judges paid dues. These lawyers paid dues. These people defending you are still paying back student loans. They ain't rich. And then you come bopping in there, sucking your teeth, rolling your eyes, laughing. Vince, what up? Oh, yours on the 14th? Okay. Bomb squad in the building. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So they already got a chip on their shoulder. They're like, you know what? I'm going to act within the guidelines of the law, but you know what? Whatever I'm going to give him, I'm going to give him. Especially since he was in there and according to reports, he wasn't showing any remorse. Yeah, A1 Hoop song. Yeah. I agree with that. And that's another thing. For all you know, last but not least, that judge could have been a fucking Ron Garcia fan. And you stopped him. I mean, not like you wasn't supposed to. You did your job. Remember all that shit they used to talk about Floyd Mayweather? He beats women and all this, that, and the third. And okay. Let's say that was true. Okay. Tay called me out. Okay. I'm actually doing cardio today. I'm doing cardio and calisthenics. I'm not touching no weights today. All right, Tay. All right. I ain't doing no 6 motherfucking miles, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't doing that. Jay Grant, salute. I ain't doing no 6 miles. I'll do 2, and I put the treadmill on 8. I'll do that. I'll do 2 miles. I'm gonna do abs. I'm gonna skip some rope. I'm gonna do some calisthenics. I'll upload it. Tay don't call me out. How long it took you to do that? I'm not a good distance runner. I ain't gonna hold y'all on that. 6 miles, I ain't fucking with you. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Look at Aaron. He said, Aaron said I'll drive 6 miles. I'll do 6 miles on one of those electric bikes. Oh, my God. Hell no. Nah. Tay's cutting though. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yo, Willie, I did watch that video. Damn, we not safe. DLG, what up? We not safe. We can't eat nothing, man. Oh, man. Dave said I used to run cross country and track, bro. I got you. Oh, man, I ain't fucking. And look, All Around Strong popped up. Here they go. Here they come. Y'all only out 30 for 30? I hope so. Main biker said, I'll do 6 miles on your bus. Man, my bus goes so, I drive that fucker so slow. I drive like an old man. That's a true story. Health first, man. This is breakfast. This is about 50 grams of protein. This is a fruit and a banana. And where's JT Mo? Is he here today? He put me on to this protein powder called Blessed. Very healthy. Aaron says my hips can't handle it. College wrestling took its toll. I got a mile tops. Word, that's the type of time I'm on. A mile or two. That's it. Woo. Chill. Anyway, boxing, please. Kane, what up? Thank you, Mahari. Edwin Valerio. Y'all remember that? But my point with Floyd, the difference in treatment. Floyd was he was Satan. He was Satan. Nobody wanted to talk about him. I mean, the hate for him. Anytime you try to talk boxing and motherfuckers bring up women beating, it's like, all right, I'm trying to have a conversation about boxing. You bring it up, beating women. Go away. Go 2 blocks that way, make a right, a left, and another right. Keep walking. That's where you go with that bullshit. Yep. Yeah, emoji. Absolutely. But they always leave out the fact, or they didn't know because the news ain't put it on Front Street, that Manny Pacquiao was an avid drug user. He knows what it is to do lines. He really did it. He know what it is to commit adultery. He really did it. Didn't he knock up a side chick while he was with Jinky? That's what I understand. But he was celebrated. My point is, ain't nobody perfect out here. Don't break the Floyd Mayweather glass when you're trying to make a point. Because his rival, Manny Pacquiao, was no different. I even heard he had muscle down in the Philippines to try and intimidate his rival politicians. I can't deny or confirm any of that. Another Filipino told me that back in the day. I was like, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. Thank you, Maine. Pacquiao also promoted Hennessy. What's your rabbit? Remember that? Yep. This guy was a drug addict. He's promoting Hennessy. Stop, dude. You see? Probably got a half black kid walking around somewhere down there in the Philippines. We out there too. So, I mean, come on now. Stop. Cut it out. Stop it. So, Tank, you should know that they treat us different. So every move you make matters. There is a kid in Baltimore looking at you and looking up to you. He wants everything about you. Your fighting style, Gio James, salute. He wants your fighting style. You've motivated him to go into a boxing gym. He even thinks your tattoos are cool. Hopefully he grows out of that. I don't got no problem with tattoos, but that's a bit much. They get it up to your neck. That's a bit much. I like tattoos. I'm pro tattoos, but he done changed the color of his skin damn near. You're not doing Baltimore a service. You're fighting chicks at basketball games for people to see on TV. You're involved in hit and runs. And Lord knows what else. And you got Baltimore tattooed on your back. You're not doing your city a service with your behavior. Thank you, No Smoke. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury can kick cabs in France or wherever he was, be publicly intoxicated, publicly high. No one bats an eye. Be involved with a wanted man, and no one bats an eye. You take involved in a hit and run, and you are the worst person in the world. Coincidence? I don't think so. These white athletes could kill black women and run over Mexican mothers. That's something. Look up what Jim Larrix did. Former New York Yankee. New York Yankee. Look it up. He was involved in it was vehicular homicide. He's not in jail now, and he was drunk when he did it. Dave said, my guy, who's a passport bro in the Philippines, has been known about many side chicks and babies before the last one came in 2012. It's always a double-sided when it comes to blacks and everyone else. Yup. Manny had children out of wedlock, man. He was not a principled person. Thank Father. What up? Let me look. Brother Cole, what's going on? Let me look up Jim Lyrics real quick. Jim Lyrics. Jim Lyrics hit and run accident. This was back in 2010. He was acquitted from a DUI manslaughter in 2007 car crash that killed the mother of two. However, he was convicted on a misdemeanor charge, driving under the influence, which carries a maximum sentence of 6 months in jail. This was in Florida, y'all. Had faced up to 15 years in prison if convicted of the manslaughter charge. The testimony was inconclusive whether Lyrics ran a red light on December 28th of 2007 when he collided with a vehicle driven by 30-year-old Florida Ann Veck. Okay, so she wasn't. Someone told me that she was like Latina or something. Okay, well he hit this woman and she died. Defense experts testified that Lyrics may have been below Florida's 0.08% blood alcohol level when the crash occurred, even though it was 0.14% 3 hours later. What the fuck? So it went up after. So experts testified that Lyrics may have been below Florida's 0.08% blood alcohol level when the crash occurred, even though it was 0.14% 3 hours later. So what, he had a drink? Oh my God, I just hit somebody. I need a drink. How? But look, this is what they do. Y'all see, listen, you think I'm bullshitting? Read this. There you go. Look, there you go. Read that. Oh, and by the way, yeah. Did y'all know about this? Fury admitted he got smashed at the bar during the Haney fight. Thought he was sober. No black athlete would get away with that. This guy hasn't been in the ring since Dillian White. He says he needs to remain active because bad habits will reoccur. And while he was watching the Haney fight, they just asked him, what do you think of the Haney fight? I was drunk. Nobody said, I didn't even do a video on it. You know why? I wanted to see who else did a video on it. Nobody. But when I put out the information that actually happened, oh, you're a racist. You hate white fighters. End of. You don't like white fighters. Anybody who's white needs to unsubscribe from your channel. End of. Hashtag big titties. This happened. And I just wanted to see who said anything. Because I'm picking on him and I'm bullying him. I didn't say anything. This happened a while ago. They just asked him. They wanted to ask, do you think Loma got robbed? Because the world is all sympathetic towards Loma. Tank. While Loma's crying and everyone's saying, oh, poor baby, we're going to put you ahead of Shakur. Your dumb ass is in court. Finishing your sentence up in... Man, come on, y'all. Jose, what up? I can't properly shine the light on Tyson Fury's drunk ass because he said he was drunk. Like he said he does drugs. I can't put the fucking magnifying glass on him when everyone else is looking at your stupid ass. Your lawyer did not tell you that was okay. You just did it because you motherfuckers think you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's why the judge did what she wanted to do. Was she being petty? Yes. But it was within the guidelines of the law. You violated the fucking agreement. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you, man. Of course she was petty. That was within her right, though. Word up. Word up, No Smoke. Silly man. Joe bully her because she gay. Ain't no one can. It's obvious she's gay. No, we asked you, is she tested? Because I don't know whether Franchon Cruz Dezern was fighting Alejandra Jimenez or fucking Jaime Munguia. I was looking at her like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. What the fuck? And then what happened? Not only did she pop dirty, but she was on those fucking chemicals that makes you transition into a man. That wasn't allowed in her system. So technically, Franchon Cruz Dezern was fighting against a man. Then he took his sweet ass time giving the goddamn belt back. Thank you, Ramel Lane. She was looking to put that man in jail. You ain't got to worry about seeing your kids. You ain't got to worry about no security now. And my thing is, how did Calvin allow this to happen? Maybe he was uneducated about, why didn't he say, yo, Tank, you supposed to be staying here. Is this okay? Do you know any better? But in the midst of all of that, they did put a spotlight on him in a basketball court, and they talked about fighting Pitbull Cruz. You shouldn't be doing any interviews. Tank was supposed to be in your one-bedroom apartment sleeping on the floor. And let me put a light on this. My brother DOG said Sergey was in the back congratulating Loma. Stand-up guy that Loma is. Yup. Sergey Kovalev was in the back congratulating him. We was just talking about the difference in treatment, right? And DOG's in the UK, so he sees a lot of shit. The unfair treatment, the different treatment. Can anybody find a mugshot of Sergey Kovalev online? Can you find it? You can find one of Shakur. You can find one of Tank. You can find one of Floyd Mayweather. They'll make one up about Devin. Hey, man, what year was this? It's fake, you asshole. No. You see the numbers behind him? And no. He got arrested when he was 10. It's fake, you asshole. He has no criminal record, you asshole. Bill did enough crime for the entire family. He paid his dues, and now he's raising kings and queens. Now what? What y'all got to say now? Ain't that the American dream? Oh, shit.
Take that!
Land of second chances, right? He paid his debt to society, and he's raising law-abiding citizens. Does Devin Haney not represent the country well? I know. But this jail shit is just street cred for you niggas. Get a fucking clue. Tank, do better. Get out your own fucking way. Because right now, at this point, if you show up at a bar, a party, a club, there's going to be some hating ass nigga in there. Yo, Tank pop off, I'm just going to shoot him. And he don't like you anyway, because you shining. Stay your ass home. Let this be the last time you go through anything. Come out a different person. Read a fucking book. Expand your vocabulary. Do more work with the kids. More work. But you need to change the way you're viewed. Next time someone throws a mic in your face, don't talk about how the judge is an asshole, because she is. Next time someone throws a mic in your face after some time, don't do it right away, because it'll be perceived as fake. When you stayed out of trouble for maybe a year or two, just talk about what you learned. You know what? I didn't like what the judge did to me, but you know what? It might have been the best thing for me. And I appreciate her for doing that, because I had a lot of time to think and I was going too fast. You know, car accidents and, you know, altercations with the mother of my children. That's no way to live. That's not an example I want to set for my family or my children or kids watching me and reading. I don't want that to be my legacy. I'm blessed with this talent. I'm blessed to have this team around me. And I think I want to give back. Whole time, he should be in the hood giving out turkeys. That's a bigger story, Tank. Stop being a monkey.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on!
Y'all understand the monkey video now? I mean, it's funny, you know, but, you know, it's sad that I got to play that. Y'all understand it now? Did you not see Tank slap the phone out that kid's hand? All he wanted to do was get a selfie with him. He slapped the fucking phone out his hand for no fucking reason. No reason. He was just taking a selfie, slapped the phone out his hand. Did y'all see that? And I put, oh, hell no. Why would you do that? The guy's a fan. Why would you do that? And him and AB were drunk. I don't see Devin doing that. It's all about upbringing. But whatever, man. It's ridiculous. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Tank, stay out your own way, man. I don't want to see you fail. Sidebar. Did y'all see the weigh-in with Clarissa? Y'all saw that? Maybe I wasn't paying attention as much before, but god damn, her figure is, it's stellar. Painful Excellence podcast tonight. Y'all slide through. Come through tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We cooking. The General's definitely on. We're gonna head over there right now. Tune in to everybody doing content today. Even if you can't stay, what you do is you slide in, you smash that like button. It helps with the visibility of the videos. Each one teach one, and I want everybody to eat. I don't care who you are. I want everybody. Well, I do care who you are. But if your intentions is pure, y'all know who I'm talking to. All my brothers and sisters that I mentioned here. Smoking Talk, Southern Tea, everybody. Y'all know who y'all know whose family is. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all. I love y'all. Be back here tomorrow. Pep Talk tonight. Let's go over to the General's house. See what he's talking about. All that.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.